Well, hi everybody and welcome to a sneak peek here at Roland's new release, the RD-2000 EX. It's got dual onboard sound processors, it's got built-in DIs so you can take XLR straight out of the back. You've got the ability to have submixes, what Roland describes as deep DAW control with all of these various sliders and knobs, which are all assignable. Plus you could build hundreds of your own presets with up to 8 zones at once. And for players looking for a really authentic Hammond experience, those sliders turn into drawbars for a really tasty emulation of a B3 with a Leslie speaker. But for people who are familiar with the channel, or maybe even its predecessor, the RD-2000, something's going to look strangely familiar. And that is that there's actually no hardware differences at all in this instrument versus the normal RD-2000. And so my first reaction was, what are we really doing here? That is, until I played it. And in short, here is what Roland has achieved with this latest RD-2000 EX. And it's going to sound like hyperbole, I assure you it's not. What's different about this from the original RD-2000 is 2 expansion packs of newly modeled pianos that are taking advantage of improvements to their V-Piano sound engine. And what we have here is the finest, most authentic, most versatile collection of pro-level acoustic piano tones that I have ever seen collected on a physical instrument, period. Now folks out there will know that I've been an owner of the Kawai Novus 5 in the past. I currently have a Roland Phantom. I've also been a past user of Yamaha products, including Motif workstations and the S-Series. And for many years, the RD-2000, the original that is, was my main gigging board. We've also reviewed virtually every VST plugin out there, and even still, this has just blown me away. Now, some of the best features of the RD-2000, EX or the original, is the fact that it includes a PHA-50 action. On a stage product, probably the best action that you're going to get out there. It's robust. It doesn't matter how hard you play into this, you never feel like the action is giving up. It's really well weighted. It's got great repetition speed, great texture, and incredibly accurate sensing. But on the original, what I always found about the V-Piano sounds was that there was a certain coldness to some of them. And I really had to try and tweak to get some of that warmth and something that felt organic. And of course, when I went over to the supernatural side of things that was kind of more based on sampling, I could get some of that warmth and that character, but it never had the full range, either tonally and or dynamically, that I could get out of the V-Piano. So you were kind of left in this weird in-between mode in terms of something that really just nailed it. Now with these 2 new expansion packs, and I have to emphasize this is not just new sounds. This is a fundamental rewrite to the V-Piano algorithm and then a whole new series of patches designed to take advantage of those tweaks. I'm now getting exactly what I was always kind of yearning for with the 2000. I'm getting things that sound truly organic. The fidelity of the tone is just unreal. And instead of just 1 or 2 patches that I felt kind of came up to that threshold or that standard, there's like 4 dozen. And I'm going to take you through some of those right now really quickly to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So to access it, we're just going to hit our expansion slot. The very first one is the German concert. Now, they're referring to a Hamburg Steinway concert grand. They never used the term Steinway, but this is the piano that this is 100% modeled after. And I haven't made any tweaks to any of these patches. This is all just the default. Here's bold grand. And then we get into the second expansion card, and this one starts off with an upright. Now, to me, this is not like a Bechstein Concert 8 because the bass doesn't behave like this. To me, it sounds like they might have taken like a Steinway K52. That's gorgeous. So essentially the first card is the basic model of the Hamburg Grand, and then going through a number of variations that they've created. And then the second card is off that upright piano. And so you really get a massive range of character and the kind of subtlety and the connection that you feel in how they've mated the action, the weighting of the action. I don't know, Roland would have to speak to this, but it sounds like maybe they've also upgraded the sensing algorithm like they've done in the latest LX and GP with this one. Now, everything else is pretty well just what you got with the original RD-2000. So you've got quite a solid collection of E pianos. But in most cases, these are supernatural sounds or sounds that you can get on other instruments. So the uniqueness here is really what they've done surrounding the V piano tone. So my big takeaway here on my very first listen to this new expansion packs that are coming preloaded on the RD-2000EX is this. Any producer, any promoter, any festival runner that knows that they're going to need an exposed and highly detailed piano sound on a stage. They need it to be reliable, you know, they don't want to be hanging their hat on a VST not crashing in the middle of a show, and you've got a PA system that can really deliver the nuance that this can output. This is like the only stage piano you're going to want to deal with. Like, there are a lot of moments in there where I was getting the same level of musicality that I could get off of my Kawai Novus, although I love that piano. There's 15 or 20 that I can get out of those expansion packs where I have that sense of connection. And the range and the versatility is something that I would otherwise have to go to VSTs. And honestly, if you're in a live setting, you just don't want to do that. And for people who have the original RD-2000, getting the system upgrade and paying for that expansion pack is money incredibly well spent, especially if you're using this primarily for an acoustic piano sound source, playing on stages, or maybe even using this as a tone gen in your home production setup. So thanks so much for tuning in for this quick first peek at the RD-2000EX. Hope you've appreciated it. Please leave a comment, let us know what you thought of the video, and we'll see you again soon.